This is the O Station 2 Pro. I was sent it to review and oh my goodness, it exceeded all of my expectations. What stands out to me, it's so easy to use. It might look kind of complex, but it's actually really straightforward. You pop this open and you're able to put in AAA batteries. This other side is AA batteries. It runs through a regular USB charge. And as you might have noticed, I can just put them in there. The polarity doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which side I put it in. It's able to read them and get it right. It makes it so much easier. Your kids could literally do this. Also, it charges batteries extremely quickly. It's going to diagnose them and see how much life they have. And if they can be recharged, they'll be recharged. If not, they'll kick them out here in the discard bin. This touchscreen is so easy to navigate. And then when you're done with your batteries, once they're charged, you can store up to 12 down here at the bottom and 12 up here at the top. So 12 AAAs and 12 AAs. This can just be where you go to whenever you or your family need new batteries. O-Station does make their own batteries, but it will work with any brand. Any NIMH rechargeable battery is going to work with this device, which is awesome. That is a lot of batteries, and they're not sticking you into their ecosystem. If you want, they do have an option that comes with 24 batteries. These have over 1,000 lifetime uses, which is absolutely nutty to me. And they're just great batteries, 1.5 volts. They also come with AAAs, so you're getting 12 of each. But again, this isn't like printers where you have to use their brand. And as I mentioned before, it's also polarity-free charging, which means it doesn't matter which way that you insert the batteries. They can go positive or negative or vice versa. It's still going to charge. It's still going to read. It doesn't impact anything about it. It's still going to do the same thing regardless of how you have them, which is fantastic because if you have a big drawer full of batteries like a lot of us do, and you're not sure which ones are dead and which ones aren't, you can just dump them in there and let it run. It takes 5 minutes per battery. If the battery cannot be charged, it's going to kick it out. If not, it's just going to hold it up here in the bucket and wait until it's its turn and then kick it in, kick the other ones down here to where you can use them. Although it's not usually cheap, this is actually the more cost-effective method. If you are committed to actually recharging your batteries, you can literally save thousands of dollars by just recharging your batteries and buying only rechargeable as opposed to buying new ones every time your batteries die. It really is kind of a smart investment, and I feel very smart when I'm using it. This can replace up to 15,600 batteries. Think about that. If you recycle instead of buy every time, 15,600 plus batteries can be saved. Another cool thing is it doesn't just tell you the level of the battery, it tells you how many times it's been cycled through. You can see if it's on its first cycle, it's on its 100th cycle, all the way up to when it dies at 1,000. It's amazing. And again, worst case scenario, you're going to put some of your old batteries in here that aren't rechargeable. It's just going to kick them out and it can't do anything for you. They have to be rechargeable batteries. That's the only thing here. If you have rechargeable batteries, you're going to love this. If not, you should start buying only rechargeable batteries. Again, they don't have to be in the O-Station family. They just have to be NIMH batteries that can be recharged and you'll be good to go. If you want to really level it up, I find this part to be a little bit overkill. You can use an app and the app will actually show you the life on each battery and where it's currently at on its charging. It's neat, might be a little bit overkill. I just like to put them in and let them kick out. Also, as a nice little bonus down here on the side, you might be wondering what this is, whether you use it or not. But this is a charger for Olark branded flashlights, which are really neat, separate, but it's just a nice thing. They kind of make this for people that are in the ecosystem, but you don't have to be in the ecosystem to get all the value. This is just a nice addition. When you compare this with other battery chargers, which you should, there's a lot of options out there. I think the O-Station 2 Pro is the best because it's going to give you the flexibility to do multiple types of batteries. It's very fast. Multiple bays are going to make it so that you can do a lot at once. Having 4 at one time, charging within 2.5 hours is pretty top of the line. A lot of these take about 5 hours to charge a battery. Again, you're limited to AA and AAA, but that's pretty standard. If you aren't going to be doing a lot of batteries, maybe a smaller one would work for you. But at the same time, I think 4 is like the perfect number. Whenever I need new batteries, I'm almost always taking them out in pairs or 4 pieces at a time, right? Think about that toy you have. 4 is like the perfect number. So having one of these that has less than 4 is a little bit tedious. So I think that 4 is the perfect number, and that's exactly what this one has. Unfortunately, that 4 is split into 2 AAs and 2 AAAs. but it's much better than just having the ability to do two at a time total, one of each, right? So some of them do that. They'll just charge one at a time, two at a time. This is going to give you fast charging, and it's going to give you the diagnosis, and it's going to make sure that it's actually going to last for a long time thanks to that thermo safety feature that they have. So if it gets hot, it cools itself down. It doesn't run as much power. When it gets cold, it runs it at full power. So just a very good device across the board. Absolutely worth it. It's one of those things that I think a lot of people see it as, kind of a luxury, right? This expensive battery charger. But when you really crunch the numbers on how much batteries you're using, it can really pay itself off. It just depends on how long. Even if you're not using batteries a lot, this can pay itself off over time. If you're using a lot of batteries like me, I have 4 kids. Every Christmas, we've got kids' toys, batteries. I've got a lot of tech. So I use it quite a bit. But even if you don't, over time, paying it off is not that difficult. It's just kind of, it eventually is a good investment as long as you actually commit to using it and actually, keeping it around. It's just a great product. It's been very well reviewed. Most of the things I've seen about it have all been glowing. It's just an awesome product. I think everybody should look into. Just a smart way to take over and take control of your battery diagnosis, charging, and storage. Also, it's very, I mean, I want to say it's light because it's as heavy as it should be, right? I would feel really sketched out if I picked this up and it felt like a Temu product. It doesn't. It does have some meat to it, but meat to it as in like it feels kind of like a Keurig. And it looks really cool. It doesn't look tacky. I think it actually looks like a pretty sweet piece of tech. And the LED screen is cool. The touch is very responsive and it's very minimal on the cable. You can actually use any cable for the USB-C charging, but I do recommend using the one that it comes with. It's just a basic USB-C, but this one is made with this 90-degree hook so that it doesn't take up any more space than it needs to. So you can easily push it back next to a wall, and it just looks great. Kind of looks like a PC station. But yeah, can I recommend it? Absolutely. I would recommend it to anyone who is serious about uh, converting to rechargeable batteries and really is into that. If you are only doing a couple a year, maybe you might want to look at something a little bit smaller. Maybe if you can commit to using it for, at scale, then maybe scale up. But I think most people, like I said, can justify investing in something like the OStation 2 Pro. Just a fantastic product. And then also just the batteries that come with it. Think about it. This is 1,000 uses. You can recharge this 1,000 times. And typically, AA and AAA batteries last between about 6 months and a year with actual daily use. So that is very impressive. Great product, great gift idea. It's just something that a lot of families have. If you know someone who drives like an electric car or has solar panel on their houses, they're going to absolutely eat this up. Just a great product. And since we're talking about power usage and saving electricity, this thing is not an electricity hog by any means. It will actually turn itself off after it hasn't been used if it doesn't detect anything. And you don't even need to turn it on. You don't need the app ever if you don't want it. You can actually control it via the app if you want, but it actually has vibration detecting. So when you drop your batteries in here, it'll know and it will turn itself on. So it's actually also not just helping you charge your batteries, but it's not just hogging up electricity. So I know a lot of people see this, they're like, oh man, this thing's going to be costing so much in electricity. No, not hardly. It really takes a very minimal amount of electricity to charge these batteries. So that is an awesome benefit as well. And also, it's not going to be making noise all night. Again, it's been running this entire time, and I have my mic right here. I haven't cut the sound or removed audio or anything. It very, very barely makes any sounds. It's just like a light, it sounds kind of like a modem running. Like it sounds equivalent of a PC that you're barely using Microsoft Word on. It's not going to be loud at all. Now, the only thing I can't speak on is its durability because I haven't had mine for long enough. I just received mine relatively recently. The reviews that I've read, people say that it lasts, right? And this is the type of thing where, like I said, with the temperature control, the minimalistic of parts, there's not a lot of pieces here that I could see having issues. It does usually come with a warranty, which is awesome, but it's just not the type of thing that I would see durability issues with. There's nothing on here that stands out as easily broken. As far as the core components, it seems from the reviews that I've read that people say that it does stand the test of time. That's the only thing I can't truly really speak on yet because I don't have enough experience with it. Everything else though, absolutely, this thing is kind of a no-brainer. If it's in your budget, absolutely great gift idea, great investment for your family, for your house. I can't really say enough good things about it. Also, it doesn't get jammed. It does a really good job of sorting and organizing without any issues. You would think that if you put a bunch of batteries in here, you would have issues. I have yet to have that happen. It knows when to kick out the charged ones and then reload the old ones that need recharge. It's just super smart. I'm really not entirely positive how they do it. But yeah, hopefully that was helpful. That's it. That's the O Station 2 Pro. Thank you again to O Station for sending it to me. This thing is phenomenal. If you guys do get one, hope you enjoy it like I've been enjoying mine. See you later.